company has been formed with a clear vision and a clear focus that we should bring the product, the real estate product, with a clear differentiation, distinction. And what is that? That is what we are trying to say. We are trying to bring a special designers or a boutique apartments or the real estate, but most important, at an affordable price. A very clear focus, passion, and a vision. I don't want to talk more about the Finitor. I would like to invite Mr. Vijay Doshi and hand over, because this is his brainchild and he will be really bringing to you how the journey of the Finitor so far and what we are looking in the coming years. Vijay.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
Thank you. So welcome to Finitor, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much for spending your time in this very hectic schedule of Ramadan, very next door to us, the holy month. And we're really thankful to all of you for spending your time and coming over with such a short notice. So, Finitor in Italian means winner. We strongly believe at Finitor that every individual associated with Finitor is a winner. And all our projects, all our activities, all our business activities, we try and make sure that everyone at Finitor is a winner. Please, join this. So I'll take you to a short journey of Finitor, which is not very long anyways. In 2013, we launched our project, our company Finitor, as Mr. Vaideka said, with a very clear vision to bridge the gap between the price and quality. I myself have been an investor on this market for more than a decade. And the biggest challenge what we see in Dubai real estate market or in many other countries market, that when we want affordable pricing, the quality is missing. So to bridge the gap between the affordable pricing and the quality, we found our niche segment that this is the place where there is a huge demand. Of course, people want affordable, but at affordable, we want quality also. So Finitor have started this journey 2013. Our first project was in 2016, Finitor Palazzo. And Finitor Palazzo was delivered in 2017. This project has been successful, and today we have 175 happy residents staying in this particular project. In 2017 and 18, we received multiple awards, including the Residential Project of the Year. Though it is our first project, we have won multiple awards, and we were one of the fastest growing real estate company of the region. And few other awards as you can see there. After Finitor Palazzo, we launched Finitor Boulevard, which is another designer boutique development, which is first of its kind project in which in Dubai or maybe in GCC we will have a wave pool in the residential complex. Generally we see the wave pools in the big resorts and entertainment place. So at Finitor we definitely believe that residences are not limited to the wall and the four doors and the ceiling. So we try and give multiple amenities, which is extraordinary amenities than compared to the other projects, but all this at a very affordable pricing. We have high street walk through in the Boulevard project, wherein 5 meters height and 8 meters long, 250 meter long Boulevard walkthrough is there, which would be probably serving 2 million plus tourists coming to Miracle Garden, as the project location is bang on outside the Miracle Garden. So many other amenities and special features are there. The internal height again in this project, this is as I said in Boulevard, we try to give very high quality and finishes. The internal height of our projects are 3.6 meters vis-a-vis when we compare with 3 meters as the regular projects. So we give 20 meter higher internal ceilings. So All this is done at Finitor with a lot of engineering strength what we have behind us, and at affordable pricing for the clients who really cherish this property for decades to come. Now after this project, of course we found the necessity in Dubai again, where we have never seen much wellness and happiness concept in the real estate. So we came up with a concept and the project called Finitor Beniserre. Beniserre is again an Italian word, means wellness and well-being. So Finitor Beniserre is a project in which we're trying to follow the vision of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, who has a vision to make Dubai as the happiest city in the world in 2021, if I'm not correctly, right? 2021. So I think before a couple of days we saw another press release wherein His Highness in one of the real estate project have unveiled some cycling concept, some activities. Sheikh Hamdan has been promoting 30 days of activity and all this thing to keep Dubai residents, very, very fit in their physical fitness and wellness and happiness. So all put together, we realize that as real estate developer, it's our role also to play to achieve the mission of our His Highness to make real estate, the future real estate of Dubai, which should include wellness and happiness together. So putting all this thing together, I will not take much of your time and let Veer Doshi, my son and the director of Finitor also, who is the man behind this particular project and the concept, to take you to a very, very exciting journey about Finitor Beniserre, which will be a game-changing project in the history of Dubai real estate. Thank you very much once again for all.
Thank you so much, Dad, and I love it. And before we start, can I hear a loud good morning? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Awesome. That's more like it. I'm more used to informal discussions. I currently study from the USA, so it's like that. So the topic for today is the reveal or unveil of an exciting new era of real estate, and that's going to happen with Finitor Beniserre. But before we talk about Finitor Beniserre and what it really is about, I want to start with the journey of why are we really bringing this project about. And to start the why, I think we should first address the biggest thing in the room, which is the reason we're all here today. And the reason we're all here today is because of Dubai. Dubai is a land of opportunity. Dubai is a land of hope. Dubai is a land of passion. Dubai is a land where you have a dream, with the right execution, with the right team, and with the right rigor, you can achieve it. And this has been started in 1999 with Burj Al Arab. Burj Al Arab was the first ever 7-star to be placed in Dubai in the middle of the desert in 1999, which started the journey of hope, the journey of possibilities and happiness that now we're all part of today. Ever since then, everything in Dubai, whether it be the Dubai International Airport, whether it be Dubai International Financial Center, Dubai Metro, whether it's Palm Jumeirah, Burj Khalifa or Port Jebel Ali, everything in Dubai is about top class, high quality, innovation and luxury. How can we bring the best to this city and really make it the best in the world? And His Highness Sheikh Mohammed put it in the best words ever. In 2016, he said that he wants to make, the UAE government aims to make the country amongst the top 5 happiest countries in the world by 2021. So we've already been on a journey till now about quality, about luxury, and we've all seen this, right? Dubai is not just a local city anymore. It's a global city where people from all around the world come in to stay, to tour, to enjoy. The next question or the next era of Dubai is going to be about how can we really build this city to be the most happiest and well-being city in Dubai. Oh, sorry, in the world. Excuse me. And to this degree, the government has pushed a lot of amazing initiatives out there, which I'm sure you guys are already aware about. We've got the Happiness Policy Program, we've got the National Program for Happiness and Well-being, we've got the first ever Ministry of Happiness in the entire world. Nobody else has this. Dubai is the only actual government, and UAE is the only actual government, which actually has this sort of ministry. We also have the most recent Ministry of Possibilities. The point I'm trying to make here is the reason we're all here is because we believe in Dubai, and we believe in the future of Dubai. And as real estate developers and as private citizens, or sorry, private residents of this country, it's also our own mission to assess the country and to take it forward in our own way. And that's what we're doing with Finisterre Beniserre. So a little bit more about wellness and happiness. This concept has been around for a long time, and it's actually a concept which has been since there from the beginning of humanity, but we sort of forgot it in the middle. Wellness and happiness has become the most popular topic in media around the world, right? If you think about fitness, more and more gyms are coming up. There's EMS, there's a lot of things related to fitness. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan itself started a fitness drive that inspired 1 million residents to take up the full drive. So there's a lot of activity going on. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed has been talking about fitness and well-being constantly for the last 4 years in different ways and launching new and new projects regarding this. But we've still not seen anything which caters to all of this in the real estate sector as one. And let me tell you why this is really, really important. All of us in Dubai and around this world today spend more than 90% of our time indoors. And this is a fact from Astor Hospital. It's also proven by WHO, by Delos and other communities around the world, where a majority of our time, especially in Dubai now, is mostly in our office, in our home, in restaurants or in malls. So these are the 4 main places where people roam around and are there. And if you see all these 4 places, they can be taken into one word, real estate. So if we're spending more than 90% of our time inside real estate, it kind of makes sense to add wellness and happiness into real estate. So with that thought, the other need for it is also because in the modern generation where real estate, we've never thought of happiness and well-being so deeply. We're creating a little bit of issues in the indoor facility. So a lot of people are getting sedentary lifestyles. There's becoming a lot of lack of physical activity with digital and with mobile and with internet coming along. There's also a lot of mental health issues that are being brought up because people are normally staring in front of screens. There's a lot of social isolation that's being felt and a lot of environmental quality. So without saying much more, I want to introduce you to the first ever project, which is going to take wellness and well-being and happiness at its center and bring a real estate project to you. But before we even dive into that, I mean, everyone can throw around the word wellness and happiness. But we thought it important to really explain what does wellness really mean. So in real estate, after our research of the last 2 projects, which we've already started playing with this idea, we realized that wellness can be broken down into 5 main pillars. The first, physical activity. So how active are you in your day-to-day life? Second, emotional and mental well-being. Do you feel satisfied? Do you feel happy? Do you feel content? Third, social community. Do you feel like you're part of society, that you're part of a group, that you're part of people who can talk to you, you can express your feelings? Fourth, purity. I mean, this is a very big word, but it relates to everything about purity, from air, purity of water. How is all of this really playing a role, especially in Dubai, where resources are a really important question? And finally, environmental sustainability. So we took these 5 principles at our core when we were designing Finisterre Beniserre, and we made sure that all these 5 principles are present so that you're no more living in a real estate world of 4 walls and a roof, but more about a complete community, like a real estate that engages you to move outside, to talk to people, to feel happy, to express your things with your family, and to live an environmentally sustainable lifestyle. So yeah, welcome to Dubai's first ever wellness living community, and that's Finisterre Beniserre. We hope it becomes Dubai's next iconic landmark and brings a new era of wellness and happiness in real estate. So to explain this project, we're going to divide it into 4 pieces to help you guys really understand how this works. First, I'm going to go through the Beniserre legacy, which is the architectural legacy. So this project has a 2 millennia strong legacy of architecture, which has been placed. It's not just another glass and steel structure, that's just been brought up. Beniserre has its own lifestyle. So what is the lifestyle people are really going to feel inside this project? It has its own hub of retail, which we'll go into quickly. And then finally, the advantage that everyone will receive. Okay. So Beniserre's architecture has been taken a lot from the Greco-Roman times. So the entire architecture that spans Beniserre starts from Pantheon, where we've taken a lot of ancient Roman architecture from there. We've taken a lot of Baroque architecture in the interior layouts, which you guys will see. It's really smart designing, which was done long back, and now we've brought it back with modern amenities and modern architecture. There's a lot of Palladianism, which you will see during the unveiling. There's also a lot of neoclassical architecture. Now, all of this seems like a mix of a lot of architecture just for a building, but the reason we've built this and the reason we've made it in this way And by the way, this is the first glance of how the project will look. This is the grand facade. The reason we've made it this way is because Dubai is no more a local city. It's not a city where only Dubai residents live. It's a global city, it's a global icon that challenges the world to move forward. And with this in mind, we need to make sure that everyone feels at home. By bringing in architecture that is 2 millennia strong, we can make sure that nowhere, like, it doesn't matter from where people come, but whenever they come to Dubai and whenever they come to Feinstor or Benisery, they will feel excited and they will feel like they're home. So this project also has more than 1,000 arches, and this is a little fun fact I like to call, because the idea of an arch is a really strong idea in human physiology. If you look back all the way and, at the beginning of human time when we were in caves, the arch was always this, like a symbol of strength, a symbol of positivity. And throughout time, when the Romans won war, they would build arches, and we put more than 1,000 arches in this to basically signify 1,000 ways of living life happily, victoriously, and as victors. So the most exciting part of this project is it has more than 100,000 square feet of amenities. So that's almost saying to any soccer fans, football fans out there, I love football, that's like 1.5 times of football fields, just as pure amenities and as pure common area where everyone can rejoice and enjoy. I'll take you through it really quickly. Also, whenever we're talking about these amenities, each of them will have a small indicator at the bottom showing what wellness attribute it really brings to it. So we have Dubai's first ever swimmable lagoon pool. So this is going to be a beautiful lagoon pool with fresh water, and it's going to be completely swimmable, and it's going to have nice unicorns and stuff like that. So it's going to be a very relaxation environment. Imagine if you were in a resort. Then we have a 360-degree island gym. So this island gym is going to be at the center of the entire project, where it's 3,000 square feet, including a lot of facilities we'll go into, as well as 5,000 square feet of outside area. Now, as you might already know, in Palacio, the gym area that we have, we not only make sure there's gym, but we give free classes. So those free classes get residents to come up and try to exercise or try to get more fitter. Over here, we'll be giving similar ideas of yoga during the winters and different experiences which you can really enjoy throughout your time. It has a 500-meter walk trail. So, it's not just the old treadmill walk which you'll have in your project. You can just walk out of the project and you can go for a nice walk around the entire residence where you can meet other people, you can interact with them, you can have a nice contact. So, it's also going to have rock waterfalls. So, something that we've seen throughout environment and throughout nature is how do you relax people? So, this is going to have the beautiful sound of rock waterfalls when you want to relax mentally, stay calm, and just enjoy your property. It's going to have its own community area. So it has 2 separate areas purely for community area, where even though you're living in a studio, in a 4-bed, or in a studio or 3-bed, you can invite your friends and you can invite your colleagues to come over and have dinner or have lunch in the community area where you can serve more than 15 people at any time. So earlier when you were restricted by size that you can only call 4 people home, now you can call as many people as you want home. There's also retail where you can get food from, and a lot of facilities we've given. So it's more of a resort-like lifestyle where you're really enjoying being outside rather than just being stuck inside. The gym will also have its own yoga room as well as its own aromatherapy, which we're bringing in for the first time, which is going to be how do you really use aroma and smell to excite people. So, the top 5 senses of humans. Excuse me. It'll also have its own multi-purpose court. So this is still inside the project, it's not outside somewhere else. It's still inside the project. You have your own multi-purpose court where you can enjoy, you can play. It also has its own kids play area, especially for the kids to enjoy and play. It'll also have its own Zen garden. So this is a little interesting twist where we brought in Japanese technology, which if you guys are familiar with Zen garden, the idea basically is by using rocks and trees, you create a positive environment where the vibrations and the sound really help you mentally and enhance your thinking. So we brought in this concept and we're going to be trying it for the first time over here. We also have a beautiful botanical garden, so where the residents can, grow stuff, have their own flowers and stuff like that to create more environmentally sustainable platform. It also has its own mist and rain shower. So there will be both cold mist and hot mist, as well as cold rain shower and hot rain shower. And I know it seems like these are all fragmented pieces, but when you see the project in the unveiling, it all makes sense really quickly. But this is going to really enhance the body. So, we wake up every morning for a shower. The reason being, it increases your blood circulation, wakes you up. The same idea is going to be there, but there's outdoors. So, you can enjoy it outdoors now. There's going to be an internal squash court for physical activity. Because, this is probably the most played sport in Dubai, by the way, because of the heat and everything. This is actually one of the most demanded things from our residents currently. We also have an open air jacuzzi. So this is going to be a family style open air jacuzzi. It's not really small and crummy, but you can invite a lot of people and you can chill and have a jacuzzi outdoors. It's going to have 2 gazebos where you can have barbecues, have a good time. It'll also have its own business lounge. So the idea is you don't just live here, but you can also work over here. So we've got a lot of holiday people or people from outside that are investing in our projects. And to cater to them, we've made sure there's business lounge so they can work over here, they don't have to go to another place and stuff like that. So overall, really quick summary, there's 100,000 square feet of happiness and well-being. That's basically what we've tried to take care of while we take care of this project. A little more about the project. There's 38,000 square feet of retail all around the project. So again, this project is bang opposite Medical Garden, right next to our boulevard. So again, this retail will be seeing at least 2 million footfall in 6 months, which is Medical Garden is increasing year by year. The footfall is just increasing rapidly. As well as this will be able to cater to the community right above, which is going to be 380 units. The project has its own double-heighted designer lobby, so the interiors are really, really classy. It also has super well-lit apartments. So what we've done is we've increased the window size to give more organic light come in and increase the overall layout, which we'll go into. So coming to numbers, the project has studios, it has 1 bed, it has 2 beds, and for the first time in Arjan it has 3 beds, right? So finally something for larger families to be able to live in a resort, to live in your own wellness space and have all the facilities and everything a step away. Apartments start from 40,000. So the location, as I mentioned, is right opposite Medical Garden, next to Butterfly Garden in this overall vicinity of the byland. Just some facts out there. The gross built-up area is around 480,000 square feet. The project value is around 375 million. The delivery date will be in the 4th quarter of 2021, and prices start from around 480,000 for the studio. So another thing that a lot of people do is we build real estate, but how do we really make it affordable, right? So we're building things of quality and of happiness, but how do we make sure everyone can afford it? So when thinking of this question, the answer we came up with was different payment plans. So we've made a lot of different payment plans to make sure that the investors coming to Dubai are fulfilled, to make sure that the end user who wants to live here can buy something, to make sure that the people who are residents or locals can easily rent it as a holiday home concept. So we have 3 plans. Actually, there are 5, but in simple there are 3. We have an 8% net rental guarantee for 3 years that we always have for our investors since our first project. So this is what a lot of investors keep coming back to us for because of our trust and for the plan. We have a 6 years payment plan, which has post handover 1% per month. We also have a 0.5% per month only plan. This is probably the most affordable plan. I'm not sure if, according to my statistics, this is probably the most affordable plan in the market. Just 0.5% per month. And yeah, so that's a quick overview of Beniserik. I've shown you all the small details, but it's time to really show you what it looks like together. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am, and we can kick up a new era of wellness in real estate. Just one small thing before we do this. I think my dad already mentioned this, but at Finitor, the thing that really drives us to work every morning, that every person over here in this room from our team can attest to, is passion. So we don't just build developments for the money value or the quantity or the size. It's really about how can we take this to a new level, how can we bring a new concept, how can we really create something that for the next 25 years, for the next 30 years, will be a legacy for everyone to see and to live up to. And my father started that with Palacio and Boulevard, and I hope to take it forward and make sure that these kind of projects keep coming so that the future generations and what Dubai is going to look like in the future will be of passion and of quality rather than just focusing on quantity. So without further ado, we'll show you a quick walkthrough of Beniserik. I hope you guys enjoy it, and then we'll have the unveiling ceremony. Thank you so much for your time, guys.
So, may we have the unveiling, please?
Thank you. Please be seated. We'll have the Q&A, question and answer, and
Was the most proven investor has expressed his interest in Dubai market, and they're opening up their offices in this part of the world. So I mean, this is a great certification by itself from a proven investor as how important this market is. So I think we strongly believe this is the right time in Dubai real estate for investors to invest or end users to buy their end user product, and we're very optimistic for this. I think already we have got a lot of expression of interest on this project, where we believe that more than 25-30% from our existing client will be having the interest, plus we have the new customers coming up. So definitely it's a very interesting moment at the moment. Yeah.
so you have seen good interest from the investors. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Currently we have more than 30% of expression of interest for the project already on the hand, which is very, very good from our existing clients and some channel partners who have been working for us for a long time.
Any other questions? Yeah, please.
Adil Amin from my Dubai News.
Welcome, sir. Okay.
You say it is guaranteed 8% net.
Yes.
Ali was take my owner, take from owner the apartment, and you rent from me, and you give me 8%.
Yeah. So you mean to say how do we give this 8%? Is that how the modus operandi works?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. So basically, what we try to do is we have a lot of international investors interested in investing in Dubai market. However, they do not have the capability as an individual buyer of a couple of apartments to operate this apartment by themselves and get the returns of the investment returns out of it. So what we do is that we design a payment plan which makes them comfortable to invest with us, and post completion, we give them 8% net rental guarantee assurance from our side. So service charge is also being paid from the developer side, and the investor gets 8%. Now, how do we do this? Is we have in-house asset management team who runs this apartment on behalf of the investor for 3 years, and they basically get the return sitting in their respective country at their home at their leisure, and we developer take the responsibility because we know our product. We have an in-house team to do the asset management, and the investor is very, very comfortable sitting in his place, getting his returns comfortably.
What about the hospitals for available around Class is
The public transport service.
From public transport services
Is it
to our
accessible?
place over here. Yeah, so basically I think in Arjan, there are a lot of transports, now I mean the buses have, RT buses have started in Arjan, number one. Second, Arjan by itself is such a centrally located location, is one of the fastest growing location of Dubai because of its location and the proximity. It is completely in the central part of Dubai. So, international airport or Maktoum airport, Burj Al Arab, waterfronts, this side we go to Knowledge Village and Global Village and all other places. So it's a very centrally located location. And of course, as per the plan, what we have understood, by 2024, we see a metro station outside Dubai Hills, which is bang opposite to Arjan. So less than a kilometer distance, we will see a metro station coming up there also.
That's the question. Lot of barbecue place. You have barbecue?
Yes.
Provide meat.
No, but it's a good question. We don't provide meat basically, but however, we do a botanical garden in which you grow your own plants, your own fruits and vegetables. So this is basically to try to help you get away from the chemical stuffed products which we get in today's world as the cheaper products. So if you want your own products, we can definitely help you in growing the same. So yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for your
Good
question.
morning. Hello.
Good morning.
My name is Mohammed Shafiq from UAE News 24/7.
Great.
So, mashallah, your
Welcome.
project is very nice. Mashallah, it is a hotel. It is not a building.
Thank
It's a
you.
hotel.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
But
Thank
I like to know you have very vision and everything, study and everything, feasibility, everything. There is a mismatch between the demand and supply right now. Too many supply,
Yes.
little demand, not so
True.
matching them with the supply.
Yes.
Where do you see into 2020, 21, 22 this mismatch finish?
Right.
Within 3 years, 4 years, 5 years.
I think the question
That's
is,
a very,
when
very
will you
important
see the
question.
demand coming back?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very important question, and you're absolutely right, because this is what is the area of concern for any investor or stakeholders in real estate. What we see is, always there's a cycle. For any business, there is a huge demand, but the supply is less. We see very high premium. And the government will step in to control and curb that kind of inflation which will go. Now what we see today, our government has opened up the doors and put a lot of, at the same time, laws and restriction for the developers to come and play the role. If we see the bar has been raised, earlier we were allowed to launch without any kind of construction or deposit. Today now our RERA has done amazing job of regulating this real estate market. So though the demand and supply equation is not so matching at the moment, but the actions taken by the government very clearly shows that by 2021-22, we will see the supply kind of little bit subdued, demand increasing because of the way the city is growing, the way the government is giving the initiative, and bringing young entrepreneurs, and all these different fronts have been opening now. So this will definitely be a great help to the city, and we will see a stabilization somewhere 2021-2022 for sure. Yeah.
I think I just want to add something on this. When the demand is, and supply, the balance is not there. That means supply is more, inventory is more. There's definitely the shift. That's why the innovation comes. That's why the differentiation comes, and that's exactly what we are doing. I mean, it is not like a off-the-run product. So we are bringing the facility, we are bringing certain features like what we talk of wellness. Now that means there will be a segment which will get attracted, and that's how we are saying the adapting to the market conditions where the supply is more, but then segment what we are talking, the supply is definitely not abundant. It is very restricted, and that's where we are trying to niche ourselves.
And just one small thing also on that. I mean, it's the same question of, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Or the same question of, there's never a tree or fruits without a seed. So Dubai currently is in its stage, people would have thought the same thing in Burj Al Arab time. Okay? You build such a beautiful hotel, who's going to come? Right? But the infrastructure in Dubai is genuinely, is genuinely top class or world class. No matter what you convert it to, rest of the world, right? And when you have such good infrastructure, when you have such good support, right? Even in Bombay, India's most famous city, what's the infrastructure? People are not enjoying it at all because of the traffic. Whether you're looking at California in the United States, whether you're looking at London in the United Kingdom, people are getting fed up.
And the infrastructure that Dubai offers and the seeds that are being put today are the things that will give fruits eventually. And real estate is never a short-term game, like really frankly speaking. It's always been a long-term game. And the long-term vision that this city and this country has is definitely going to come to fruition. So the question is really about patience and about waiting and investing in the right product. Because 100%, as Mr. Anand just pointed out, there's a lot of different products out there. How do you really see a product that is going to give you long-term returns, that is going to be take care of long-term? So that's the basic answer.
Yeah.
Please question. Mike?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay without mic.
Sorry.
What about the service facility? I'll tell you what I mean. I went to Balm. I didn't find any petrol station, any hospital, any even health center, whatever it is. If someone is stuck there, he should die or come outside out from the Balm to have some medicine.
Very valid point.
Here in this area, what's there? If there is schools, if there is health centers, this is very important for the people who will stay. We are not going far from the mall.
Absolutely. You'll take it?
Sure, I can take this. So that's the fantastic point that you raised, and the easiest way to show you is actually by showing you what the place has. So let me show you quickly. But this place is the top 5 schools of Dubai. So the most expensive schools in Dubai have already been built and are already operating. The Safa Community School, I don't know if you've heard of it already. Not Angelia International School are already there. Stand here.
You know, there is no any petrol station inside the Balm from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, this is really, honestly,
It's very.
You realize it that wow, yeah.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Yani if I stuck inside, I have to take a taxi to bring petrol and go back. And yani no way to.
There's a hospital next door.
There's a hospital, which is medical clinic, which is the largest medical clinic, part of the hospital over here.
Yeah.
So the healthcare is taken care of. Your school is taken care of.
Within Arjan,
So I can be sick easily.
Dubai's medical clinic is Dubai's largest medical clinic. Hospital is within Arjan.
Yes.
And already functional. It's already operating. So your point is very valid. Please go ahead.
All the basic other resources that you need for a community to survive are already present here, especially because this place is super developing. So it's really high development. You already have Arabian ranches down there, which I'm sure you guys are already familiar with, so it already has the stuff. Arjan itself will have all the necessities. So you have your own community area or a My City Center that's already developed, so all the food, shopping that you will need is already there. A lot of retail is coming in to make sure that any other need that you have, whether it's furniture, whether it's F&B, is already going to be maximized. We itself have so much retail for the same purpose. So don't worry about your petrol station. You can come here with your empty tank and then we'll fill it up.
And I can be sick easily.
It's Miracle Garden. You can enjoy that in the petrol.
No, right outside Arjan also there is a petrol station of Enoch. Is there, right? Enoch petrol station is right outside Arjan. So it's a good question.
They open for 1 year.
When do you plan to start the construction of the tendering, if you want to?
Yeah. Well, Boulevard, as I said, our second project is delivering this 2019 last quarter. And Benisaire, we are expecting it to be delivered in last quarter 2021. And the construction will start in another 2 months. We already started the enabling job.
Okay.
So at the site, the construction activity is already taken up. And the main contractor will kick in by another 2 months time, 1 or 2 months time.
Mu'taz Pantan Arabia Magazine.
Mu'taz Pantan Arabia Magazine. I want to ask for the investor regarding the features. Can use all the features free of charge, or they have some fees? Investor and his visitors.
Features of the project.
Like parking, like swimming pool, like the others.
Service charge.
Oh, it's a very good, again a very interesting thing which we would always want to point out. So as an investor, the prices of studio, as we said, it starts with 470,000 dirhams, and 1 bedroom is 680,000 dirhams. With acquiring just 1 apartment in this project, for lifetime you get in excess to 100,000 square feet plus 5 stars leisure deck facilities. It's completely free for lifetime. Obviously, we all know that we pay a service charge for the apartment which we own.
With the visitors?
For the visitors, of course, it is free, but of course, visitors supposed to be visitors and not a business.
Not big for you.
So, no, it's okay, because you have 100,000 square feet of a leisure deck. You have gazebo, you have pool, you have gym and all those things. So, as per the GOPT guidelines, which is from the RERA, as to what kind of visitors we allow, will definitely play a role. But all in all, as a consumer, by yourself and your family and your friends are always more than welcome to use this facility of 100,000 square feet.
And the parking for the cars, car parking?
Each apartment has a car parking dedicated, and we have a visitor car parking, plus we have a retail car parking provision in the project. So it's all there on the ground floor, complete covered, car parking for the project.
But
We have 430 car parks in the project. The residences are 380 car residences.
Yes, congratulations on this lovely project.
Thank you.
About electricity, it is belong DIWA or Empower?
Yeah. This is what people have been facing. So yes, this is completely DIWA. There is no empowered setup out there. It's purely DIWA electricity. And even the air conditioning system, which Empower provides the air conditioning, chiller, water and concept. In this case, we use Japanese technology air conditioning system. We don't do Chinese or really the air conditioning system itself is a split duct concept. So if you use air conditioning in your apartment, is then only you pay the bill. If you don't use it, your apartment is locked. You don't pay any minimum charges, which is in case of Empower, we generally, whether you use or not, we have to pay the bills. So that's how we say that we try to make it
Very good.
yeah. Absolutely, this is DIWA. This complete area is DIWA. Thank you.